And I want to talk to you a little bit about your upbringing, what makes Urijah who he is, right? And a little bit about your mindset as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. And, I think what's kind of unique about my situation, and that's partially why I've attacked a bunch of different areas, is that I was really at the beginning of a sport that was finding itself. And so, I had to be real creative in order to be able to chase my dream. It wasn't like it was like a clear path of how you get there at that point. And it's getting clearer now, but the sport is so young still. So I was, in a ways, I was lucky that I was underpaid and under-celebrated and everything else because, I had to think outside the box.
Yeah, because when you did your first fights, people are not really making money on fighting. So you dived in knowing that you could never make money, and you still did it because you loved it so much, right?
Yeah, I think that's one thing that's a lot different from the mentality of the guys today versus back then. And I graduated college at UC Davis. I was basically
human development, right?
I had my human development major, just all about people. And I started a little company called TLC, Top of the Line Coaching, where I was coaching kids after I was done coaching at UC Davis for wrestling. And I took my first fight, but it was illegal in California at the time. This is 2003. So it was illegal in California. It was only legal in a couple of states. The only fights happening were on Indian casinos. And those fights were just raw. I had to go up a couple weight classes from what I wrestled in college, and I had to fight. You could wear shoes back then, and the rules were a little bit different. And I remember almost having an unrealistic visualization of this path that I was on, but there really was no huge reward at the end of the day. It wasn't on ESPN, it wasn't on Fox, it wasn't on TV. It was kind of underground at the time. And there's 3 events of the year in the year for the UFC. There was nobody in my weight class, the lightest weight class. They'd taken out 155 pounds, so 170 pounds is my lightest weight class. And Here I am, excited about this career I'm chasing that is really bleak. And so that's one of those things that in entrepreneurs and people that are thinking outside the box, even the top guys in our sport now, like a guy like Conor McGregor, for example, you have to visualize things that may seem impossible to other people and stick with it. And luckily things progressed and I continued on the path, but it brought me to getting entered in the Hall of Fame at a young age and before some of the people that I looked up to when I started in the sport. So it's been an interesting path for sure.
Alright, so if you're still watching this video, the chances are you really enjoyed it, and if that's the case, well, first of all, thank you for your time, but also make sure that you subscribe and click on that little bell notification button. The simple reason is that if you don't click on it, you may not get notified when I publish new videos. Once again, thank you so much and have an amazing day.